Top 10 richest investors in the world. Hello lovely YouTube family, welcome back to Tan Focus. In today's video, we are going to talk about top 10 richest investors in the world. Before we start, I would want you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Here are the top 10 richest investors in the world. 1. Warren Buffett. Buffett, the second of 3 children whose father was a stockbroker. Making money was a very early concern for Warren Buffett. In the early stages, he sold soft drinks and made a paper route. At the age of 14, he invested the money he earned from it in Gust land and borrowed it for his benefit. He didn't want to go to college, but he took that step at the request of his father. He came to Columbia and learned some new skills from which he could develop with some investment theories. Buffett wanted to go beyond the numbers and focus on the company's management and the competitive advantage of the product in the market. 2. Carl Icahn. Icahn is an American businessman. He began his career as a stockbroker on Wall Street. Icahn called himself the opposite investor. He also stated that his investment philosophy is with exceptions, to buy something when no one wants it. He wants to invest in a company whose stock price reflects a low price earning ratio. He is looking for a company that holds shares whose book value exceeds the current market value, after which he aggressively invests in significant portions of equities in these corporations. It also makes him the largest shareholder of those companies. Eventually, he calls a general meeting to hold elections to form a new board of directors or passes the resolutions for initiating divestiture of assets to deliver greater value to shareholders. 3. Jim Simons. James Harris Simons, or Jim Simons, who is known to be the quant king and one of the greatest investors of all time, as you can see. After having started one of the most successful quant funds in the world, Renaissance Technology or Rentech. He founded Rentech in 1982 at just 44 years old. He served as the chair and the CEO until 2010, and he remains as non-executive chair. He is an investor who mastered mathematics, despite already having a successful career as a prize-winning mathematician and master code breaker for the IDA. He also decided to pursue a career in finance. 4. George Soros. George Soros is a legendary hedge fund manager and is widely recognized as one of the most successful investors. He managed the Quantum Fund, a fund with an average annual rate return of 30% from 1970s to 2000. Soros is one of the kind among highly successful investors in admitting that instinct plays a large role in his investment decisions. Moreover, he is famously well informed about economic trends on a regional and global level and is known to use his knowledge to exploit market inefficiencies with large and high leverage bets. 5. Steve Cohen. Stephen Cohen is an American investor and hedge fund manager. He is also the founder and CEO of Point72 Asset Management, a family office that is located in Stamford, Connecticut. He is an investor who is called a professional of short-term transactions. As for the trading moves of Cohen, it can be easily described as the complete opposite of Warren Buffett's. Buffett is someone who prefers to invest in the years to come, but Cohen was always an adherent of short-term trading. As was mentioned by his colleagues, he sometimes managed to enter up to 300 transactions per day, not delving into any economic details or so. To select an undervalued or overvalued asset, he developed a special program that did most of the routine work for him. 6. Paul Tudor Jones. One of the most successful traders, Paul Tudor Jones, who started his firm at the age of 26. Shocking, right? And it was after he started trading cotton in the commodity pits. Paul produced 28 straight full years of all wins. Paul looks at himself more like a trader than an investor though. As a successful macro trader, he studied the impact of world events, the flow of money around the world, mass psychology, and the analysis of technical and fundamentals of assets. One of his past predictions so far is the black money stock market predictions. When everyone saw the market go down, he made a 60% profit. 7. Bruce Kaufner. What comes ahead can be mind-blowing for anyone. Kaufner, a cab driver to one of the best traders in the world today. Bruce graduated from Harvard while driving a cab. Yes, you've heard it right. He is also known to be a macro trader, a trading strategy focused on commodities and currency. 8. Stanley Druckenmiller. He hasn't achieved the same mainstream name recognitions as investment wizards Warren Buffett or George Soros, but that has nothing to do with the outcomes he draws. The fact is, by some measures, he has even exceeded his more famous peers by consistently delivering returns. 9. Julian Robertson. Julian Robertson was a well-known hedge fund manager throughout the 1980s and 1990s. Globally, Robertson used a long-short strategy to profit on the performance disparity between his best and weakest stock picks. Tiger Management, Robertson's business, collapsed in 2000 due to poor performance. although several of his protégés who worked for the funds have gone on to become successful hedge fund managers in their own right. 10. John Arnold. In 2012, at the age of 38, John Arnold stunned the hedge fund industry by announcing that he would no longer handle other people's money. Arnold was a very successful energy trader who formerly worked for Enron, earning the disgraced firm $750 million the year it went bankrupt. Centaurus Advisors, Arnold's hedge firm, sprang from its ashes. Arnold has recently made investments in solar farms and deepwater oil ventures in the Gulf of Mexico. That's all for today. I hope you liked the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so that you never miss any amazing video from us.